In this video, I will show you how to include capital gains and losses in MyTax when preparing your own tax return using your MyGov login. In MyTax, you can enter amounts you've already calculated or using the handy capital gains tax record keeping tool to assist you keeping track of important information like carry forward losses you can use in future tax returns. In this example, we'll cover capital gains from a managed fund and from the sale of shares. On the personal return screen, select you had Australian interest or other Australian income or losses from investment or property, then select Manage Fund Distributions, including where distribution has capital gains and foreign income. If the fund manager has already reported your information to the ATO in the pre-fill report, this would be pre-selected already. Because they haven't in this example, you need to select it manually. The second line is for capital gains or losses that are made outside of the Managed Funds box, and it has been pre-selected because the share registries has reported to the ATO that you have sold some shares. Not all asset sales will be automatically transferred to your tax return by the ATO in the pre-fill report, like for some crypto and real estate assets, so you'll need to enter some manually in MyTax, and I'll show you how later in this video. Although some capital gains may not get filled in automatically in your return, the ATO is still aware of these sales, so be careful not to forget them. Click Next and MyTax will tailor your return based on your selections. You'll then move to the Prepare Return screen. Here you'll edit and review your capital gains information. You can add information using the distribution statement or tax statement from your fund. When you select Save and Continue, you will return to the Prepare Return screen. Moving to the Capital Gains or Losses section, select Add, Edit to review your information. You'll notice capital gains amounts entered in the Managed Funds section are also shown here. You'll need to include these in your calculations for capital gains tax. You'll also notice share sales reported to the ATO in the pre-fill already and any carried forward losses from the previous year. This tool is great for keeping records of prior year capital losses carried forward, so you don't forget them. If you calculated your capital gains amounts, you can enter them yourself. You'll need to include the total of all capital gains, including those from managed funds. If you haven't already calculated your total capital gains amounts, you can use the CGT record keeping tool. The tool will display any pre-fill information for managed funds, share or property sales, and unapplied losses from previous years. You'll also see all the records that need your attention. Select the blue arrow to expand a record. Now you can select the type of asset. In this example, our shares are in Suncorp Limited. We bought 1,000 shares for $1,500 including brokerage and sold them less than 12 months later for $2,300. The fields that display depend on the asset type you choose. Because this information was pre-filled, the asset type is automatically selected. Select the date acquired. If the asset wasn't pre-filled by the ATO, you will need to make sure you enter your asset type or else the data will not transfer across to your return. As this is a pre-filled record, the date of disposal is already populated. If you've applied any exemption or rollover, select Yes, then select the rollover type code from the drop-down list. If you need help selecting the correct code, refer to the help content. If you haven't applied any exemption or rollover, select No. We haven't calculated our gain, so we select No, I need to calculate, then Add to enter the cost of the asset. Select the appropriate cost type, and in the description field, enter a name that's meaningful to you. Select the date the cost was incurred. Enter the purchase costs you paid and click Save. If you need to add more cost items for the assets, repeat this process for each additional cost and the amount you sold the shares for. Then click Save CGT Event. Some additional costs could be the DRP purchases you made throughout the period that you own the shares. If you have other assets to include, you can follow this process to add them. Once you're finished, click Calculate. If you want to keep a copy of results from the tool, click the Print button. When you select Save to MyTax, you'll return to Capital Gains or Losses section, where your amounts will have been calculated for you. If you need to edit this amount, just open the tool again and enter the relevant information. Once you've answered the remaining questions, select Save and Continue to return to the Prepare screen and complete the rest of your MyTax return. If you wanted to track your capital losses with the rest of your portfolio, then I recommend using Sharesight, which has many tools which you can use for free for up to 10 holdings. I have included a link to Sharesight in the description of this video, and if you use my link, you can get the first 4 months free of any subscription if you ever decide to upgrade for more advanced features. If you wanted to learn more about capital gains tax, then I recommend watching one of the other videos appearing on your screen next. Please also remember to hit the like and subscribe button to support my channel and be notified of new content that I create to help you learn and save more money. See you in the next one.